Hi everybody, it's David Clipsham here. I'm the Digital Archiving Technical Architect here at the National Archives, and I'm here to talk you through some of our recent work and forthcoming digital preservation challenges. So first, a recent success story, the DRI management system. Now, there's a lot of detail to take in here, but essentially we have an in-house system we call our DRI catalog. It's a linked data RDF triple store, and we use it to manage our collections and freedom of information statuses and history of every single file we put into our digital archive. Previously, to add or to update objects and collections within the data store, it required developer intervention and complex SPARQL queries to be written. An awful lot of manual steps that were prone to error and therefore added risk and slowed things right down, especially if ingests went wrong and had to be repeated. So this year, we've invested time building the DRI management system. Essentially, it's a front end to the catalog. It provides functionality for registration, it features form validation, and much better error reporting and handling. It's meant that our digital archivists can now manage the ingest and export processes from start to finish in full, and importantly, can now diagnose and resolve most issues that crop up along the way. As a result of the new system, we have seen a massive uptick in the number of collections we've been able to ingest into Preservica, and we've made significant progress in dealing with our legacy collections, and therefore reduce our preservation risks associated with those collections. Looking forward to the next 5 years, I think like most heritage institutions, the keyword for us is going to be scale. We'll specifically complete the transition from the 30 to the 20-year rule in 2022, and increasingly our depositors will be moving from a paper-first mindset to a digital-first one. This means we're going to see a real explosion in the number of born digital deposits we receive. We're very conscious that we won't be able to meet the challenge with overly complex systems reliant on heavily customized components that are overly rigid, inflexible, and linear. So in preparation for this, we've been asking ourselves what a minimal preservation system is, does, and looks like. We've been working to decompose our current digital archiving processes, functions, and systems, and we've created a conceptual model for digital archiving based on a purely modular and microservices-led set of approaches. The next few years will be spent realizing this model. A primary characteristic of this model is an emphasis on understanding preservation risk better, so we're also investing in developing better models and approaches for understanding and tackling preservation risk based on Bayesian risk management principles, which we'll be talking more about at forthcoming conferences. A key stepping stone to realizing our ambitions is the creation of a new system for preparing and transferring digital collections to the National Archives. The current processes are highly manual, extremely complex, and they suffer from a lot of back and forth between the depositing government bodies and ourselves. Given that there are potentially a couple of hundred departments, agencies, and other public bodies that may transfer digital records to us, we definitely need a more scalable and automated set of processes. So the Transfer Digital Records Service will be a self-service portal through which our depositors can prepare their collections for transfer. It will generate and verify checksums, extract metadata, perform file format identification, and work the users through any corrective actions that need to occur in order to transfer the records. The initial prototype will be focusing on collecting from shared drives, but in recognition of the changes in which our depositors are working and producing digital information, future iterations will deal with direct cloud-to-cloud preparation and transfer. So I hope this has provided a useful insight into our activities, and I'm sure we'll get to talk with many of you about our work in more detail soon. Thank you.